Hey, I'm Katrina Stack,
I'm Kyle Berry.
and this is our Tier 1 intervention plan.
Tier 1 intervention. Creating a physical setting that supports academic and social goals, establishing and maintaining expectations for behavior, enhancing the student's motivation, curriculum design, and working with families and communities.
Our focus points for this project are creating a physical setting that supports academic and social goals and enhancing students' motivation.
The 4 ways to motivate students are physical settings such as using motivational posters, setting the room up to maximize movement and performance, and using social concepts. Set goals and rules. These rules must be direct and easy to comprehend. Incorporate other academic classes with a PE class, and incorporate all cultures in the class activities.
Traditional elements of classroom management, such as a physical setting for academic and social goals. I remember in high school the way my teacher set up the classroom made the activities more fun and it kept more students interested in the task. I always liked being able to talk to my friends during PE because in my other classes it was mostly prohibited. The PETE Standard 3 requires inclusion of diversity in classroom experience, so that must be designed in the classrooms.
Classroom expectations. Weinstein says to know what is realistic for your class and what is appropriate. In my classroom, students must come dressed appropriately, always think positively, try their hardest. When I was in 9th grade, I witnessed a very talented basketball player get turned down a scholarship because he never tried his hardest in practice. The people who succeed are those who try the hardest no matter the setting. Students should also pay attention to all instructions, respect everyone, and most of all, have fun.
By providing students a chance to interact with peers, the students can grow socially and cognitively. Like Dr. Weinstein said, sometimes groups are carefully planned, at other times they are formed casually. Our PE teacher would let us choose certain days on whether he formed us into groups or just let everyone go against everyone in the class. The less active people always liked the chance for choice, and were always more active in the days that he provided us a chance to choose what we wanted to do.
The Mississippi Physical Education Framework for the 10th through 12th grade competencies and suggested objectives state to value physical activity for health, enjoyment, challenge, self-expression, and or social interaction. Interact with peers in a fun and challenging environment while participating in group-related physical activities. This is an extrinsic motivation. Recognize that participation in physical activity can provide opportunities for social interaction.
Mississippi Educational Framework says exhibit a physically active lifestyle, and for students to take this out of the class, it takes a lot of intrinsic motivation. Our camper Jonathan was very mature and only needed a slight bit of instruction to do what was needed, unlike other less mature students that needed a lot more motivation.
Leon Green, an associate professor, says that he thinks physical activity is a good component of learning in any environment, and then he can honestly say that he has never saw a child that didn't seem to enjoy physical activity. Academics can be incorporated into a PE setting. Educators can cooperate with each other to get the subjects taught in a non-traditional setting.
In high school, cultures may mean more than just a certain biological aspect. Culture can also mean your clique or your lifestyle. For example, in high school, I was involved in every sport on campus, so my culture could have been described as a jock. But I also had good grades, so I would have been represented by 2 cultures besides the ones that were obvious, like a female and Christian.
As a physical education teacher, I may have some children with a disability. I must be able to mainstream and place appropriate students in the class using their least restrictive environment. Consolidating and inclusion of students with mild disabilities helps to increase the student's social interactions and also the physical fitness of the student. The Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 prohibits discrimination and ensures equal opportunity for persons with disabilities.
So to finish up this presentation, I will reiterate the focus points of our project. Creating a physical setting that supports academic and social goals, such as classroom size, peer interaction, proper equipment, and etc. And our main point of focus, enhancing students' motivation by physical settings, appropriate goals and rules, incorporating other classes, and incorporating all cultures. Thanks for watching.
That's all, folks.